come with me to Portland, Oregon. It's been 5 years since I've been back in the Pacific Northwest where I was born and lived a bit ago. But yeah, I'm very excited, so let's have a fun trip. Then basically everything went totally wrong. I was in the wrong area of gates. I thought I was going to be in gate 15, but it was moved to gate 9. I started running back. They called my name over the loudspeakers. I had to go through a security again, and then I made it to the plane, thankfully, but it was super stressful. Yeah, I literally ran through security without even tying my shoes because I was the very last person to get on the plane, so it was pretty crazy. Definitely don't want to do that again. We made it to Portland.
Peace.
I'm here in the Northwest Portland.
PNW.
And we're here with Holly.
Holly the dog.
So we've got a big secret coming on. Basically, our cousin, my cousin, her sister, is getting proposed to tomorrow on the 4th of July. So anyway, I thought we were about to be murdered by a killer clown, but we are back. So Jillian's getting proposed to, and it's a big secret. And I came up a day early, just kind of for fun. But then we had to make this whole backstory behind it.
Yep.
Because it's like, why am I here? Because we just saw each other like a week
ago.
Which is funny because you were like, I'll miss you, and I was like, bye, and then I was like, see you soon.
Did you already know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are tricky.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't I know this?
Anyway, so there's this big backstory. At first, it was going to be that I was surprising her. But then, and I thought I was totally surprising you, both of you.
I know.
And then it turned into Jillian knowing that I was going to surprise Miriam. And then it turned out to Miriam knowing I was going to surprise Miriam.
and knowing that Jillian thought it was a surprise for me.
And then it just turned into I was surprising nobody and everyone knew I was coming.
Jesus here.
And now I'm here because I'm sad and depressed
and
need an escape.
Because Jillian's like, wait, why is Ivana coming? And I was like, oh, I think she's just been going through it.
But yeah, so I'm having to like make up issues about all these things. And then my aunt was literally just like, so how have you been doing, Ivana? Like trying to.
As soon as you got here.
And then Miriam just like, she can't keep it together, and she started laughing. And then she like left the room. And then I was like kind of laughing a little bit. So I was like really trying to like control it. And then I was just kind of like making stuff up, like exaggerating things, like. So it was hard, and my aunt like put us on the spot. But the funniest part was that like in the kitchen, like laughing and trying to get it together because Jill was in the other room.
It's so bad.
So I wish I would have videoed that part. But yeah, so that's basically what's happening. My mom and brother are coming for the big celebration party tomorrow, and Jillian and Jack are leaving at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then he's gonna propose at 4, and then we're gonna have this big party, and it's gonna be super lit. But it is cool to be in Portland again because it's been like 5 years.
I know,
so.
it's like feels so weird having you.
Because you always visit me and I never visit you. Anyway, okay, so that's the update.
This is a great song to run to, FYI. Oh, really? Yeah. So weird.
Oh my
We encountered someone who may or may not be gay from we're in school. I'll never know, will I? Will I know?
Holly needs a little turtle to perch right here on my shoulder. Oh, look fine.
You have no heart?
I like to see you wiggle, wiggle. For sure, you make me wanna dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat. You really gotta see it. 62 in the compact. Sometimes I look at you.
Should I wear a dress to the beach or sweats?
Wait, you're asking for the beach?
How about a dress with jeans under?
That's the style.
Whatever you say.
Alright.
Say no more. Me and Amanda will be cooking up in the kitchen tonight.
She got the gold hoops, proud of it. I'm in love with all of it. Ex-boy didn't get the picture, cut him out of it.
driving. We are at the airport. What? And we're gonna pick up my mom and Zane. We all have our locations off on Find My Phone, and it's gonna be great. Jillian's leaving the house at 10 and it's 9:10, so we're gonna have to stall for a little bit and make sure we don't get home until after she's gone, so she doesn't see that Zane and my mom are here. So pretty fun.
Hey guys, Zane here. Mom is currently in the bathroom, but we just landed, feeling good. Mom can't really handle waking up in the morning, so she was a little grumpy this morning. But other than that, we're good. And we're gonna go see Yvonne and Mimi. Woo. Super pumped to see my awesome cousins and get to hang out with them and my awesome aunt and uncle. So Yvonne is calling me, gotta go.
I don't know how to pop it.
OOTD.
Don't worry, I can't post something.
Well, that's sick. It's like steaming off. Time's up.
Happy 4th of July, Stevie.
Really?
Happy 4th of July. I'm here in Oregon, and we've been doing a little bit of decorations, so pretty exciting. We got some hearts and then more hearts. We kind of like organized back here for a party vibe, and then Jack and Jill. The more decorations are coming in here.
Hello.
Got some watermelon, some food. I kind of felt like I got sick from the Dutch Bros. But
Oh no. That one makes sense.
it's so sugary. This was the Dutch Bros that I drink,
Hey guys, this is the Dutch Bros that made Mona sick.
but I'm feeling better now. So I'm back at it.
Hey vlog, here with Nana and Uncle Bubba. 5 minutes from the house. Nana, how was your flight?
Great.
Super good.
So excited.
Oh yeah, she's super excited.
Couldn't not come.
We're all so excited to see Jillian. We stopped and got some Burgerville for myself.
Jillian,
Yeah.
we're just really proud of you and Jack.
So proud, Jill. We love you so
I can't
much.
really say much because I'll just cry.
We love you, Jill. Nana's awesome, doing well, and yeah, love you guys.
And me and Miriam are going to her friend's pool party, so I get to meet a couple of her friends for the first time, so pretty exciting. I didn't even bring a swimsuit because I just assumed there would be nothing swimming related in Portland, so it's kind of funny. So I'm wearing one of Miriam's, but I'm excited. All right, we just left the pool party. Miriam was smart and put her hair up, but mine's a little wet on the bottom. But it was fun. I got to meet all of Miriam's friends, well, a lot of them, and a couple of them. And then we got some little, we helped make these and we brought them. So this one has like cake and pudding, and this one's Jello and whipped cream. And now we're headed home. So let the real party begin. She sent it to the family group chat. Little does she know we're all here waiting. I'm so excited. This is crazy. She just sent the picture to our family group chat and we're all freaking out about it. And she's gonna be here in less than an hour. And little does she know that we're all here to celebrate her. So, but she's officially engaged. The ring is beautiful, they are beautiful.
Oh, are you a little off kilter?
And so beautiful.
Are you excited, Simon?
That cake is just so beautiful.
Jillian's gonna wait, hold on. Jillian's gonna be wearing a white dress too, so then you should go put the white dress on.
Through a bit of an outfit change, now I'm wearing this instead because I guess we're doing like, I don't know, a couple people are wearing white. Yeah, so I'm wearing this now and it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna try to go introduce you to people.
Her story, I think it's like a scary kind of show. And and I auditioned for like there was like a new season coming out and it was like one of the main roles. And I got like
When you really bring it out for fancy
Dad,
time.
what's up?
I've never seen this. Like,
Well, this is just like the quintessential. Yeah.
Is it pretty crazy for you guys?
Waiting.
Yeah.
No, it's been so inevitable. You
I
know.
know. Oh yeah, it's just been.
Well, and the thing was, we were just laughing because we took the 4 girls out like 2 weeks ago. I think 2 weeks on a Saturday. We went to Slappy Cakes, you know, where you make your own.
Yep.
cake.
We were debating going there this
All right,
morning.
all right. So we had let's see, we had Miriam and Jill, and then our cousin, Katie, and then our cousin Emily from Phoenix was here, 15-year-old.
Okay.
So those 4 girls were just, you know,
that's
going
awesome.
on.
When is it gonna happen?
And they're saying to Jill, and they just said, when are you getting engaged? Jill said, it's not up to me. It's not up to me. And he, what do you think? What do you think, Jessica? I don't know. I don't know. It's not up to me.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love it.
the family meeting
I don't
then.
usually do this. It's never usually been this long. Yeah, so it's usually been
like
shorter before.
10 minutes
Yeah, so just trim
or
the
less?
sides.
Why?
Do you like Ben so far?
Yes.
She gave him a hug.
Yeah.
I feel like that was it.
Aww.
We're not mothers
We're not mothers yet, but someday we will be.
How do you, exactly. No, they are mothers right now.
Oh, oh wait, we are. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Lana.
Okay, hey ladies, how are you feeling?
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. Also.
Yeah. Couldn't have planned it better.
In the words of
honestly.
Fiona, I'm just gonna say what she said. Ditto.
Did you hear Jack's plan? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I knew all the details. I think I maybe know a little more than you do.
She probably knew more than me, and we weren't quite sure what each other knew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
Jack
were
said he
kinda, like,
texted you and he
dancing
was
around.
like, or you texted him and does your mom know everything? And I'm like,
he was like, yes, everything. I'm like, okay, good. Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
And,
So now no more secrets.
when he got the ring, you know, and he brought it home.
I
and
asked
it
him
was,
like a week
so
ago. I was
exciting.
like, so do you have a ring? And he's like, yes. And that's when it really hit me. I was like, you have a ring.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
so
I gotta go to the bathroom, man.
I think I got a good one.
What is Jillian's most embarrassing moment?
Oh,
I guess
here,
so.
man. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were like, oh, I got this one. Me? This is a story about how in like 5th grade, Mia was over for dinner, and then my dad was like, yeah, Julian has a crush on Jack, and then Julian got so mad at my dad, and then from then on, we were always like, what's gonna happen?
Wow,
And
5th
now
grade.
they're
Now
engaged.
look, right? Whoa. Well, my sister was kind of friends with Jillian in middle school and high school, so that's
Peace,
And now
boys.
me and Jillian are the
Us
best
buds.
friends. Yeah,
The best friend.
the best friends. So.
I scoped the place out, but like turned off its like location.
Okay. Yeah. I know he's like,
How long have I known about it? 2 weeks. And it's been really hard keeping it a secret. And every time I sent a family text, I made sure that I didn't say anything about it.
I learned about it earlier today. Congrats!
Okay, ladies, are you guys so excited?
Yes.
Can't believe it.
Yes.
It's that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to surprise them.
Yeah.
How are they gonna react? What do you guys predict?
I'm imagining big emotions. Big emotions.
Yeah, I think she's gonna cry.
yeah.
I mean, she's definitely gonna cry when she sees us here.
That's
Yeah.
why she's
Yeah.
gonna cry.
Cheers.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure, for sure.
Our goal is to make her cry.
Felicidades. I'm so excited.
Is there anything you guys want to say to the bride or groom?
We love you guys. So excited.
Wedding of the year next year. Wedding of the year 2023.
Yes, for sure. It's gonna be very stylish.
Yes.
Miriam, what's going on here?
And shot put in distance.
He's trying to pass Nana's test. She's really exclusive, so I don't know if he'll make it. But he's trying.
That's true. I'm not sure.
We're lining the driveway.
I'm gonna go grab that sign from the basement.
Oh, should we take the Jack and Jill sign?
Yes.
We're just gonna be standing here for like 5 minutes. Just waiting.
So chaotic. I love it.
I think she asked you from Miriam, right?
All right. What's this for tonight? Because that would have been a good one too.
I don't know. Is that real? Are they gonna be able to? What car is he?
Oh my gosh. She saw you two and was like, go.
Let's go!
Jill, I don't have any issues at home.
I know, I was so worried. Like, I need to know. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see you. Oh my
This is so sweet.
Congrats!
Thank you so much.
We did it, Joe.
You did it. You did Let's go, Jenny. Simon's like.
What about Audrey? Did you get Audrey?
The cutest one here.
My family's
You didn't know there was a
No.
so many lies were.
Lots of lies. Lots of lies.
Go. All right, let's go out.
I know for things she wanted to change, but we were like, sorry. Thank you.
That was a text message. You really have no idea. Yes. That was a good song. Alright, so Jill, how surprised were you?
So surprised that I I'm still in shock. I'm just shocked. Like there's no, it's just like crazy.
You had no,
She's a ring on her finger.
no, like,
No, like the clue that I got is when we like hiked down into the spot and Jack hugged me and his heart was beating so fast and I was like, that's weird. And then immediately he was like, can I hold your hands? I was like, sure. Like where at? And then I knew. So yeah. Well,
Where were you?
that spot when Megan and Dan got. Did you know where we were or no?
Yeah, I knew.
Which is crazy. I started to talk to Jack about that, but that in my head, when I was thinking about where I'd want to get proposed to, that was the spot. So it's so crazy. Yeah. Oh my phone.
So Jack, what did you say? Like, hey, let's go for a hike.
No, this was Well, what did you say?
Well, originally you had said you wanted to go to the beach sometime. So I was like, oh, what about the 4th of July? I have it off work. So I thought that was good. But then I was like, being a little adamant about the plan to this. I was wondering, I was like, we're going. Because she was like, you still want to go? I was like, yes.
Maddie came in clutch because she was supposed to come today.
Yeah.
And then she had to cancel this morning. So I was like, well, even if he was going to do it, there's no way because Maddie is coming.
Right.
But then she canceled, and so it was
And
very
her and I
shocking.
had been planning all of
Which
that.
I had no idea, obviously. And no text came through, nothing. Usually you'd think you'd see some sort of clue or something. There was just nothing. So I had no idea.
Yeah.
Except for that, I had kind of changed a couple times throughout the day because I wore leggings and a sweatshirt and stuff to hike.
Yep.
And then I was wearing that, and right before we got to the place, I was like, why is he being so adamant about going here? So I was like, should I change back into my dress? And he was like, yeah, probably. And Jack never told me to change at all. So then I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? This is kind of bad. But we're walking to the trail to go down, and this woman is violently throwing up in her car. So much, and Jack didn't say anything. He just pretended it wasn't happening.
He's a man on a mission. I was like, what? Jack was a man on a mission. He was like, no.
Does she need help? And Jack Jack just like.
She had like just gone to the hike and then was like not feeling good after.
She was really not feeling good after. So
You weren't about to stop and help her.
Yeah, Jack was just like, nope, we're on a mission. So, and I kind of kept looking behind us, like, I wonder, like, because at that point I was like, I feel like something might happen.
Yeah.
And then I kept looking behind, and like, no one was behind us, like,
And
no one
there's
taking
like
photos.
really
so I was
dense
just like,
bushes to get there that you have to walk there. And Jill was like, I don't know. And I was like, I think it's gonna get better.
I mean, poison oak. Like, just keep going. And it's just funny because like Jack would never make me do anything, so I was just like, oh, this is getting suspicious.
Yeah.
And then Addie and Jake were like up above, so I didn't even see them until after. Like Jack like pumped his fist at them, and I was like, who are those people? Like, do you like hire some like photographers or something? And it was Addie and Jake. So yeah, they really pulled it off. I'm shocked, and I didn't know. Yvonne, I'm so glad you're okay. I was so nervous, and you're here, and everyone's here, Nana's here. So yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thanks.
I want to rewind to when you started talking to Gerald.
Yeah, in April, right?
Yeah.
In April. They visited us in Sloan, so I think you kind of caught on to them.
Yeah.
Our photographers.
Those real MVPs of the day. So we're hiding out all day.
Yeah, they were.
Tell them about the sword.
Oh, okay. This is if you're a conservationist, I'm sorry, but basically I went to the spot where I did it like 2.5 weeks ago, and it was super muddy, like thick mud on the trail, like you couldn't avoid. So I knew the weather was going to be a little bit better. I thought we could avoid it, but I was like, it was supposed to rain yesterday and today there. So I bought Jake like 50 pounds of like, I don't know, sod or dirt or
He
something.
had to back to his car in case he had to like go over the trail that was muddy and cover it up.
Wow, that is
That's commitment.
Down to it, like we're putting dirt on the mud. Oh, nice.
blue sky. It looked like Hawaii, Gerald.
Yeah,
I know.
stunning.
It didn't look like Oregon coast at all.
I know, it was so nice. It was
Prayers were
so
answered for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah, I just had that. Every time I'd click your location and just be like searching, and I like brought it to like this because like what your location hasn't been working for me, and then it started working. He's like, oh yeah, my mom said it wasn't working for her either.
These are the lies that I would have to deal with as well. I don't know, weird glitch.
Yeah, it was weird, only affecting the two of us.
Satellites are down.
Yeah, you know.
I'm just impressed that you thought to turn off your location.
Yes.
We all do.
Because I would, if I looked and you were just at the beach, I would have been like, I wouldn't have thought that. I just would have been like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, a personal day? Like, well,
It happened
it was
like super fast. it felt
So
like.
I thought he was pranking me at first.
That sounds about right, Jillian.
He told me to prank me a few times before, and so then he like starts talking to me. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna like, you know, freak out too much because it might be a joke, you know, like. But
Yeah,
then
that
he
would be
just,
bad.
I don't even remember what you said, honestly, because I was like, as soon as I felt your heart beating, I was like, oh my gosh, is that going to happen? Like, and because I had to ask him several times, like, did you get down on one knee? Like, how did this get on my finger? I didn't see any of it. And he's like, I
Kinda blacked
did.
out.
I did. Yeah, I just don't remember. So I don't remember, but it was.
There's pictures of all the
Which is why you have a photographer. Didn't I tell you, you could literally like read out of the phone book.
Yes, that's what you said.
That's true. I'm like, remember it. Yeah.
Okay, Jack, tell us. For me later.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Ben.
Oh, Simon made some. Simon made some. Simon Zane.
Oh yeah, we made some.
That was gonna be the low of my 4th of July because I got so excited about it and I felt like I kept getting shut down. Thank you, they're perfect.
Anyway, so.
Thanks for not coming to the beach today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was honestly.
I've been
Oh, do you have all the
planting seeds
texts?
for weeks.
Do you have all
Yes.
the texts?
Yes.
Okay, you need to show her because that was really funny.
Because I even have all the texts from Jack. Like I was sending him photos when we were at the nail salon,
Yeah.
and you didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you got your nails done.
And I told Maddie right before, I was like, I should get 4th of July nails. And she's like, what if I just do like red, white, and blue flags? And Maddie's like, heck no.
I was like any other time.
Yeah,
I was like telling her to do it at Christmas time. I was like, just not now. That should have clued you in right there. Maddie was like, don't do it.
I know. And she was like, have you talked to Jack about that? And I was like, Jack wouldn't care if I had 4th of July.
I just asked if you would run it by. So we were laughing. Like, what if she shows up in like full like red, white, and blue America shirt?
Well, I could have been wearing red, white, and blue. I wore white out of the 3 colors, which is my best choice. So
and that's in like the photos.
Oh my gosh! She was like, can I come? And we were like, did you go to the pool party?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So you should meet your friends. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. And you're in 4th of July attire. You're ready to go.
No, Jack. Yeah, slowly twist, shake.
My nail.
Grip it. Oh, like this, like this. Oh my God! Dude, you're gonna have so many children. All right, hey, if you have a glass, we'll give you a little bit for a toast. If you don't have a glass, Miriam, pass them. And Ben, right there. Let's go, Ben.
As many glasses as you can.
Or you can give an affirmation. Something you just want to bless these guys with. Man, here's what I've seen in you guys, and we just want to name it.
Or you can
right,
give
honey?
a joke. You can also give a joke.
You can also do lip sync.
Best joke.
A lip sync.
Karaoke will be
Just say the
or
song
joke.
and then start it.
I'm just very excited for you both. Jill, it's kind of fun to think of you like coming in to be like part of our little clan. And we were talking about like, should we invite her to the text thread? Like, there might be two.
Not yet.
Yeah, cheers.
There you go.
And in the same spirit, Jack, you have already felt like such a big part of our family, and I'm excited to welcome you as both a brother-in-law and as like a really good friend into the Griffin family.
Long live the Griffin.
My wife often says, quoting someone really wise like Tim Ferriss, that your starting place determines your ending. Who is it? Graham Cook. And so I just want to honor the starting place for Jack and Jill. How you have begun your relationship and what's led you up to this point has been just an incredible example of a godly relationship. Not perfect, but really you guys have honored God and honored one another and honored your families in it. And so I just believe that how you have started is how you're going to carry on and how you're going to end. So it's a great beginning and incredible relationship ahead. Jack and Jill.
Just really thankful for you, Jill. And you know, we've didn't know your name, but we've prayed for you for your whole life. It just feels really special to have all this come to fruition. And Phil and I and everyone here, we commit to just continue to pray for you guys for the rest of your life as you build a really wonderful future together. So.
Cheers. To a mother's prayers. As I look around, I think you have the most incredible extended family I have ever seen. As I look around here, how can you not just do wonderful things with this kind of support with these people? I'm amazed. Look around. Yeah.
To the extended family.
Extended
family. Especially Ben. Ben, don't screw this up.
Might have to do this again, guys. You never know.
We can spend some cup too. I know. My prayer is my prayer is I think about how stressful it can be, and it can be really hard. So my prayer, and I think all of us prayer would be that it'd be the sweetest time ever. That any speed bumps would be resolved quickly, any misunderstandings would be grab grace and that you've experienced God's grace and goodness toward you, and that you place yourself in His presence, and that peace would be your home. Because I think planning a wedding should be the sweetest time of. It's a celebration of the one flesh union that you guys have, and the other thing is that you will do whatever it takes to continue to face each other to the very end. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Amen. It's a peaceful wedding.
You guys are the best people I know. And just everything good comes out of what you guys do. So I'm so excited.
Yeah. Jack and Jill. And everything good. And everything good.
I was reading in Matthew this week about salt and light, and how like you are the salt of the earth, and that the salt loses its saltiness. It's just better to just be trampled on. And you're the light of the world, and you know, like it goes into the dark places and illuminates. And I was thinking about the two of you together are both like when you walk into a room or you walk into a crowd, you bring salt and light. Like you bring flavor, you bring spice, you bring fun, you know, and you bring light, like you bring joy, and like you really embody like the fruits of the Spirit is really evident in you, and everyone wants to hang out with you guys for a reason. It's because you care, you have the salt and the light, and just that it's like as you are working towards, you know, being married, like that's like your future. It's like you're gonna have to like, you know, you're gonna have a lot of people that want to be around you because of who you both are and then who you are together. So
Thank you,
so
Jenna.
proud of you guys. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Aw, thanks, Mom.
Also, I just want to say, I will never forget the day that I learned about Jack Day LeBlanc.
First day of
And every day thereafter.
Yeah, Jillian came home from school and was debriefing, like, for, you know,
First day of school.
all the people she met, first day of school.
When she was 14.
Yeah, when she was 14. And then she was talking about this guy that, like, his desk was super organized, and he had, like, his pencil, and it was, like, here, and, like, it was just, like, perfect, and she just, like, talked about all these details, and I was like, she likes this.
Oh, we had a lot of conversation. Dad, do you remember when I woke you up at 3 a.m. because I was like, Jack wants to talk. He wants to talk. I like came into your room and I made you come out and you're like, go to bed, Jillian, go to bed.
I have nothing good to say. To Jack and Jill, salt and light.
I'll keep the affirmation train going. Jack, I have a lot of high praise for you, and I think that goes a long ways in how little I've known you for the amount of praise I have. And the little I've known you, you truly, even from a distance, just in all the ways I have heard about you and seen you in whenever I have, you truly have influenced me in ways you can't even know. Whenever I think about stuff, this goes for both of you, if I should do it or not, I always think, would Jack and Jill do it? And then I think that will continue for the rest of my life, and I can always use that. Jillian, you have been the older sibling I've never had, like one of the best friends I've ever had, and just someone I can always talk to, so, yeah.
Zane, I know you're protective over your cousin, so that approval means the most.
Cheers.
Jillian's also the big sister I never had.
And she has been since the day she was born.
That's right.
We love you, Lily. You were
So sweet. Oh my God.
This is a really big deal. You know, when you have a son and they one day are going to ask, you know, the woman they love to spend
Oh my gosh. Thank you for being involved.
To Jack and Jill and Jack's mom. She's done a great job.
Feel
Great job to get him to this point. Seriously, thank you for looking on it to getting him to this point. So sweet.
Okay, I have something.
Okay.
So it was a very, like, I only have one sister, and I've always been very protective of her. And so then when she had her first girl,
Jillian was also my girl. She fought me for a couple of years. She really only wanted Jenny, like nobody else.
That's true.
There was a long fight, She was a lot of work to try to get her to like love me too. But from the day one, you have been mine also, and I'm so proud of you. I couldn't dream of like, I mean, I love memes too. Like I'm like, so like, and Simon, but I mean the girls. And Simon, he's very special to me. But I am so proud. It's been such a joy to watch you grow up. I mean, I heard about Jack from the early years, and I was living not even in Portland at the time. But I've been very involved in who she's been interested in, and I'm just so proud. And I just love that you get to be the first one that we get to go on this journey with. And Jack, like I am so like there couldn't have been a better like partner for Jillian. Like 1,000 times, like we have our whole family is in love with you, and like piggyback on what Zane said, like I literally use you guys with Zane. Like, do you think that's a good choice? Because he's like everybody's doing that. I'm like, Jack and Jill aren't doing that. Like literally, I feel like like you guys have like the light. Like you're living like you're following Jesus, and you're just making good choices, and I love that because that gets like. It doesn't just affect your future; it affects a lot of other young people who are watching you.
Yep.
So, cheers to the wedding of 2023.
Thank you, guys. Well, thank you all. We are so lucky to have all of you.
I think we got a couple more.
You're not letting me not talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Jack's like, let's shut it down. Shut it down.
We got two more.
I'll have a little more.
Jack and Jill, it truly has been an amazing honor to be able to grow up and do life with you guys. And I cannot express how much I look forward to doing married life with you. And I'm trying my hardest not to cry right now.
No Jake and Jill. Cheers.
So cheers to Jack and Jill.
Cheers, guys. Thank you, Jake.
Okay, I want to go. Now that I've come home. No, I'm so excited for you guys, and this is going to be really fun for you too. This is just like, it will be the most fun thing you've ever done. And I can't wait to do it with you guys.
Yes, same.
And I can't wait to be family with you, Jill and Jack. Like, I'm so excited for you.
Love you.
I love you guys.
Oh my gosh, we love you guys. Gosh.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you.
So sweet.
Anybody else? I don't want to go last. I want to say something.
Go. Maddie's good. All right, Dom.
There's more too.
Oh, there's more.
Really quick. Jack, well done. Jillian, welcome to the family. Well, their family.
It's your family.
I'll share my PDF on how to.
Yes.
You need a lot of help.
He's gonna give you an onboarding.
Good wine, good whiskey. It's just
just drink the great wine and great whiskey.
Don't listen to anything else.
It's all good.
I'll help you.
I appreciate it. From one in-law to the next, you know.
so sweet.
Commiserate together.
I just am so happy for you guys. I'm gonna try to get through this out without crying, but I just love you guys from the beginning, and just hearing Jill talk about, oh Jack, like throughout high school was like my favorite thing ever. It's been a long time coming, and she was like planning that, and then seeing it was like one of the summers after you guys came home, and we were all like they're gonna have to start dating. This is just gonna, and then of course really soon into that next year it was like, oh, Jack and Jill are dating, and I was like, I'm just can't wait to see it all. Yeah. And I just love you guys so much, and you just love everybody so well, both of you.
That's true.
Super grateful for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to go.
Caroline.
Guys, you're hyping my up whatever I'm gonna say. Maddie's the closer.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I just don't think I could have asked for a better big sister along with Lily. I just have been waiting for the day for Jack to get a girlfriend. Just because I want another big sister, and I couldn't have asked for
just a better like role model, and like all my friends love you guys.
Oh
like,
my gosh, I love your friends.
There was a lot of other girls that we're talking about today. You don't even know.
But yeah, you guys are such a good example for like me and for everyone. I couldn't be more excited for you guys.
Oh, I love you, Caroline. Thank you. I can't believe I get another little sister. This is like the best chance. And a big sister. My first big sister.
Yeah.
So awesome, you guys.
That's sweet.
Simon doesn't count.
Yeah. He's got a big sister and brother.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
He does a lot of things. Nanny.
Well, I'm thankful. I'm thankful as well. I'm thankful for what Jerry shared about the extended family piece, that we got included in that. And sorry. I think it was like 40 years ago, 35 years ago, that I fell in love with this guy. When I was 18 years old, never had an idea that I would ever be friends with his kids, his wife, and that his kids would be intentional about being friends to my kids. And that is a huge blessing for me, that you guys are involved in my kids' lives as well, and you guys are such a blessing to our family. And I'll never forget, 21 years ago, this past Thursday, was our anniversary, and the rehearsal dinner Jenny didn't make because she was stuck at a gas station in
I made the
Olympia.
rehearsal dinner, not the wedding.
The rehearsal dinner, she was there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. But the wedding, I got to hold Jillian. She was 2 weeks old. And that was when she was hairless.
Yeah, we're like, you had enough hair for both of us.
Yeah, that's right.
All that
shit. And yeah, I just remember holding, and I regularly, this is not just tonight, but it's a regular thing for me that I reflect on friendship and relationships. And someone mentioned earlier tonight, like, maybe it was Phil, we were on the back patio, you just don't know, you know, what's going to happen as time goes on, and who your kids are going to be together with someday. But just the two of you, like I said, being intentional with each other and doing things the way that the Lord would want you guys to do them, and modeling to others what it looks like to be engaged and to someday be married, because marriage was his idea. It wasn't something that originated in the heart of man, but it originated in the heart of God. And I just see you guys doing that. And the time that we even got to spend, the four of us in March together, cruising up and down the California coast and stuff, it was fun. So thank you for making time for our family. We appreciate it.
Thank you for everything,
Yeah.
gosh. I love you guys so much.
I feel like this one's to the Haddons.
Yeah, to the Haddons.
Yeah. To the Haddons and the Griffins. And the Dale
And the
Mods.
force on his back, you know what I'm saying?
As we're realizing that our daughter's getting married, we're joining families, and the De La Moss are like top tier, like our like bestest, you know, people. And
Your best friends.
I freaking can't even believe it.
It
Like,
all worked out so well.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
We've been celebrating holidays together for a long time, so it just works out really well. It's a treat.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Gosh, thank you.
But yeah, I'm so glad you get to kind of lead this, and yeah, you've always been, what everybody's been saying, a great example. And yeah, thanks for always being so caring, even when you like thought I was having issues, and that's why I came up here. And I feel so bad because you just truly care for people, and like, you're such a servant. You always like, when you come down to our house, you're just like cleaning up after everybody. And I'm like, oh, I should try to do things like that more and just do serving. So I love you so much.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
Oh, and you're cursing? Keep going. You got it. You got it.
She's off to a good start. She's off to a good start. Two of my best friends. And I was so excited in high school to talk about like inviting other people into, like Jack would literally bring this up, like I'm so excited to invite other people in our friend group, and we don't even have to look that far apparently for you two.
I guess not, right?
But truly I don't, you two are both like two of my best friends, two of the best people I know. I can't imagine doing life without you guys, and
Jack, what I said about you senior year is not true. You totally are worth it. You're worth all the effort. Many times was I giving pep talks that were anti-Jack, and now
it was a coping mechanism.
Coping with heartbreak. Yeah, we were stopping cars. I was getting out to the car to yell at Jill.
We were throwing down. Yeah.
But we've made it full circle, and to see you two like this and the journey that you guys have had, I am just blown away. It almost like feels like not too good to be true, but totally God's planning in every step of the way. And I'm just really thankful for you guys, and I'm really excited for where your guys' journey will take you.
Oh, thanks, man. Love you.
Jack and Jill.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is like, I mean, proposing was cool, but this is honestly the coolest part of today. Is like, it's just our community is. You guys are all amazing, and we're beyond blessed and so grateful. And yeah, this is like so exciting. So thank you for everyone's encouragement, and we adore everyone here. We love you all so much. We're so grateful. And to people who came out of state,
oh
wow, thank you.
Wow.
It was short notice, but
you did it.
thank you.
Made it happen.
Thanks for giving us your 4th of July too.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say to the De La Monts that I have loved you guys from day one. Like always, Maddie can attest. Always been obsessed. Lily, like literally since starting high school, probably before like following you on Instagram, literally thought you were the coolest person in the world. Always looked up to you. Like anytime you asked me like get coffee or hang out, I was like, I can't even believe it. Like I've always loved you and looked up to you. So this is just like so special. And Caroline, I feel like I was telling Jack this the other day. I feel like in a way I've gone to watch you grow up, which feels so special. I'm so happy to get to have you in my life. And I love you, Phil and Fiona, so much. I'm so grateful for you and that you raised such an awesome guy. So, yeah, Dom, I love you and we're going to be so, yeah, gosh, thanks, guys. I just love you and I'm so excited. I just can't believe it. It's like so awesome. So, yeah.
So good.
Get
Okay, so we're gonna we'll do a light cleanup and a cake. Guys?
Yeah, the dummy stuff.
Can you tell my
Okay. There's a lot of favorites. There's a lot of
Look at Jake.
All right.
All right. One of those.
One of those is gonna be good.
2, 3, and then this. 1, 2, 3, professional Instagram. Okay.
Wait, no, I have room. Oh yeah, we should get a group.
There's a lot of people.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Jake wants to.
That is a cool picture.
Is it your
That's good.
Oh yeah, I was flexing under my shirt.
You guys are good.
Thank you.
I need to make a trip out.
You're right.
So, take me to Arizona.
Simon knows how.
I know. I think Julian's the only one that never
I
did.
maybe will learn with you how to milk a goat. Yeah.
They're getting both games.
I can see Jack doing that.
He would love it actually. I know he actually would, Anna.
This combination.
Fill it up, squeeze it up, and then place it down. We're actually going to have 3 goats to milk.
Okay. We got a lot of goats
Yeah.
to milk. I'm in.
Yeah, he's in. Clearly.
No, which one do you normally wear? No, now we either have to fix it or.
World Cup side round.
I was like, take a picture.
All right, we respond to Queen. And then
Jenny, thank you for getting the cakes.
You're so welcome.
I'm glad you don't have to cook.
I just think
I'm going to get married to a boy.
Red flag. I know I wasn't. Can we take a 0.5, you guys, with the ring? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know, but.
So people over there doing on the beach and then the city.
People just shot an emergency flare out right over
Is that what it was?
So
The semis are just stopping on purpose. Yeah, it landed like right there. Like, on that side though.
Jack's like,
right
wait.
here. But on that side.
Actually, it probably would have been fine.
Because you probably have a spare, but
If I had like turned and kicked like foot,
it would have gone.
Oh, they had it would have totally matched.
Wait, look, she is like, you have the blue nails and the red sweatshirt. Perfect.
Dude, look at you.
Heat up sesame seeds. Do you think you can get them to taste like this? Huh? Like just the outside.
It's so good.
This is so nostalgic.
Yeah.
We used to come here all the time.
All the time. I don't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with Arizona. Like it's.
Here's my Bayo bun. Spring rolls, peanuts.
This bad boy literally dropped out of my lap. I love Asian food.
Vietnamese food is my favorite.
I always thought this was Thai. It's so interesting. I had no idea this was Vietnamese.
It's officially started raining a little bit.
Moved to Portland because they think it's so cool and they want to live here and stuff. But even though you don't live here, Ivana, you are definitely a Portlander because you were born here.
That's so.
You're
What
a
Jillian
real.
said is so sweet.
What'd she say?
Just what she commented.
What?
McKenna Zook commented on it.
What did Jillian comment on?
Just what her caption. Standing in Westside bleachers with the person.
Oh yeah, it's like.
I haven't read it yet.
Or no?
Right on the street.
Very strong. M+I for pretty good. Oh. That's crazy. It's all coming back to me now. This is huge. Like, you think it's done and then it keeps going.
Get more napkins, Mom. Mom, get more napkins.
Sounds like. You're the best. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, she just looked so much sauce.
After 25 cents. Jenny, you're gonna want to stop up here in a few minutes. What happened?
Jenny's about to kick you out of this car. Oh my god.
Your car's gonna need a deep clean. B word.
Seems so sweet. He's holding the taxi entrance.
This is a luxury automobile.
Not anymore.
Oh my god. I have spread all over the
your ring needs to be wiped
off.
off.
The stupid spread. Progress.
Why? Why?
Mom, I'm like.
How freaking old are you?
You are going to want to park as soon as you can.
No, I'm freaking driving to the airport as fast as I can.
Your car has spread all. You know what? I will just.
Should I turn over? Should I actually stop the car? No, you don't.
I'm gonna hand out the
She can't even barely do it anymore.
I don't even know where it all went. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna die when you see my shoe. Can you see the shoe?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's on the other side, Mom.
Guys, how bad is my car? Your car's fine. It's Candace's shoe. It's Candace's shoe that may not recover.
There is spread on your car. There's different spread. You know what?
The culprit. No, you don't.
Do I need to stop the car? I'm like sweating so hard. Stop the car. Yes, you're gonna want to park.
You might. Yeah.
Just literally. Can you please pull over?
She's not. She's on
right
the freeway.
there.
Mom, we're trying to get to the airport, okay?
But you're literally gonna stop. You're gonna pull over, right?
Mom,
no.
Mom,
You want me to?
We're getting on the freeway, Mom.
Okay, I'm gonna clean up in here then. Hold on. Nope, I'm cleaning up.
No, she can clean up in here. You're fine.
Okay. I guess it's gonna be a big hassle. Yeah.
Masked up. I gotta be around this red sock lady.
Hey, I was hoping for no body shots.
Being on the plane.
I don't know if the mom will.
This plane ride was so empty, so we got a whole road to ourselves.